All right, a little aggravated right now. Trying something new. I'm going to take all my motors apart again, so might as well take a positive out of it. Let's make a video. Don't try pulling your motor bolts out. Motorboat, son of a bitch. Don't have your flame up high. This torch is way too big, so what I do is the best way to get them out. Tiny bit of flame right there. A little more than that. Cause I want the hot. You son of a motherless goat. So I have a little bit of flame right there. I want that blue flame touching. I don't want it hitting any other part of this motor. I don't want to mess the windings up. I don't want to overheat the bearings. Right in the head of the bolt. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. And obviously my flame was too big and I hit the damn shrink wrap, but that should heat the bolt up enough because it's got Loctite on it. So this way it comes out without stripping the bolt. Nice and easy. See that? Okay, put that there. Whoa, Nelson Mandela. So next, what I'm going to do is put a bolt through the frame into the motor, and make sure you don't cross thread it. That's probably what I was just about to do. Really? Come on now. In the spot where I cut in the video, I start swearing. What I just did, I don't recommend doing it. You could fuck up the threads. See the hole right there? I stuck an Allen wrench that was the same, well, just about the same size as that shaft. Gave a little tap, and that broke it free. So now it should have came off a little easier than that though. Don't go crazy. You should be using a real tool. What I was thinking about doing is going to the hardware store and see if I can find a wall mount screw that when you put the screw in, it separates the plastic. Putting it in there so it grabs the inner race of the bearing and then try pulling it out. I don't know if that'll work, but what you do with this is my M3. I hit the inner race of the bearing. Make sure you don't mess the dust shield up, the dust covers. Be very careful. I don't want you to mess your bearings up and you guys blaming me. I've done this quite a few times, so just tap. Go one side, if it doesn't come out, try the opposite side. Okay, voila, no damage. Now I have a special tool made up. You can use wood or whatever. So this is going to cover the whole inner race of the bearing. So this is a removal tool. Okay. And what I'll do, I will do this. Solder. Put it over the hole like so. That like that. I know it's hard to see, but basically all I'm doing is putting this in there. I think I'm going to mess my quadcopter up just to show you guys, because the angles I'm putting this thing at. And again, just tap it. Comes right out. So your bearings are out. Now your bearings are out, what I would recommend is, see, I already cleaned these the other day. After, I mean, you hit the mud quite a few times, or let me get my other motors. End of the season, I'm going to give these a good douching. These don't look too bad. Whoa. But if you look on the inside, you'll see all dirt and debris. So when you pull them apart, I take a toothbrush and some alcohol, scrub it up. Wipe it down, make sure it's nice and clean. Clean with a bearing seat. You want those bearings to be nice and flush when they're seated. Now, let's see here. I got some Boca bearings. I put some ceramics in. I want to see how they run. I'm having a little problem right now. I need to figure that out. But these are ABEC 5 bearings from Boca Bearing. And I have yet to run these. But you want it so it's sitting nice and even in there. And if it's, let's say you start tapping it, you don't have something like this, or you're using just tap the outer race of the bearing. If you go at a slight angle, go to the opposite side, you want it to go down nice and even. This right here, I'm going to use this side after I get it in, but I'm going to use, for the most part, I want to hit the outer race of the bearing. See, now it's flush, and you don't hammer the crap out of it. Don't beat the piss out of it. Just slightly tap it. Let me see if I can get my fingers out of the way. This just makes it a lot harder trying to get it on video. Come on, quadcopter. Fly straight. Okay, let's see here. You can still see that, I think. Make sure the inner race is being fully covered. I'm having a little trouble here because I'm trying to get on the camera and have my hand at a weird angle. And that looks fully seated. You can look on the inside and see if it's fully seated, and that does look seated to me. Give it extra taps in case blocking the camera. Okay. Now it's time for the other side. Let me get the old bearings out of the way. You don't want to put old bearings back in. Get another one of these. Again, these are 684 Boca bearings. These are 684. Let's see, SMR 684 ZZ number 5. And the number 5 is the ABEC rating. You need at least number 5. And what that is, the ABEC rating is your clearance, basically your tolerances. So let me get a motor here. Get the bell. So basically, if you put an ABEC 1 in there, your bell is going to walk like that, and you're going to mess your motor all up. Even ABEC 3 is not good enough. And ABEC 5 is the lowest you should go. ABEC 5 and all up to ABEC 7. Yeah, but basically all that is, the tolerance is inside the bearings, like how good of a quality and how tight everything is. So basically what's going on, let's say you put this on there, and this should be no play if you wiggle this back and forth. I mean, with these, you might have you shouldn't even have a tiny bit. I mean, you might notice a hair with these with ABEC 5. You go to ABEC 7s, you're going to notice there's going to be absolutely none in there. But for quadcopters, ABEC 5 is good enough. But if you like to go overkill, ABEC 7 is good. Boca bearing actually has a race, a different dust cover, dust seal, if you want to call it. It's a lot easier to remove. I will be going over that, how to remove them pretty soon. So this right here, here's another trick I will show you. If you don't have the right tools, especially when you're putting it back, get a socket. Find a socket that fits the exact size of the outer race of that bearing. See how perfect that is? It's like touching the outer race, but it's not wider than the outer race, so it seats perfectly. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to try doing it so I can get it on camera again, but it's probably not going to work right. This is, I believe this is a 7/32 socket for these 4x9x4 bearings. Make sure you are seated right. Get on there. This is so much harder trying to do it on camera. Sliding around. And that is seated in there. So basically, that's how you change your bearings. Whoa! Hello, how you doing? That is how you do your bearings. You're going to put your outer bell back on, and, well, let's just do that. You know what? We've gone this far. Might as well do the rest. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. Take alcohol in the toothbrush. You know, work it in that fashion. So you're going like this, cleaning all the debris, all the crap out of there. As you can see, there is some, you can tell there was dirt and whatnot. I guess going on a beach will do that to you, or landing in the mud. So let's get this back on here. That's back on there. Why does it keep falling over on me? Okay. So you should be using a blue, if not purple. I want to get purple. Blue is actually a little strong for these. The purple is made more for hobbies like this, but just a little bit on the top. You want to put it on the top, that way when you screw it in, it works its way onto the threads. And, oh, there it is. Come on now. Yeah, you don't want to over tighten these. You got the Loctite on there, just snug. So basically, to me, I mean, some people's fingers are different, but I do mechanic work, so my fingers might be a little tougher. I can tighten it by this. So you don't want to go past that. Oh, that's another thing. Make sure at these ones it'll strip it. Make sure you don't get the rounded off ends. So that's why I turn it over. Just snug. You don't want to strip that thing, and plus it'll be a pain getting out. But that is how to replace your bearings and how to clean your motors and take them apart. Well, I'll see you later. I'll be back with more on how to take your bearings apart and to properly lube them, even though I don't have lube on me. I forgot to get some. But I want to test these bearings out anyways. I want to ride them hard, put them away dirty. So I'll see you later.